It's a new year. 2023 is here. Putting on my list of minis. Newsies and let's cheers. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the past. Time to get on the Not Your Average Joel podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Not Your Average Joel. So today we actually have a fun little game that we're going to play today. But before I tell you what the game is going to be about, I want to welcome both Justin and Rodney back to my channel. They have both been on my channel before, and it's always good having them both here. And of course, as everyone knows from my introduction for them when they were on here the first time, I've met both of them on United Young, which is now called Holy, which we just found that out not too long ago. But got to meet on United Young, and I've been in contact with each of them, both of them, and I'm enjoyed getting to know them and all of that, and just seeing their journeys and their life as far as social media goes. So I'm definitely glad to have them both back. So I first want to welcome back Justin, and I actually want to congratulate him because he actually got engaged since the last time y'all seen him. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was telling me before we started this recording about the emotions going through with it and how he went through with the proposal and the kind of fun little thing that he had for his now fiance. So I'm definitely excited for you.
Thank you.
And then I also want to welcome back Rodney to the channel. It's definitely good having him here. I think last time we were here, we talked about the holidays, and he got to talk about his experience about like how they celebrate Christmas in the Philippines and how you have your Christmas tree up in September. I remember that one.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm glad to have you back here too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the topic for today is actually going to be called About Your State. So people are going to probably be thinking, why did you call it that? So the reason why I called it About Your State is because all three of us live in a different state, all in different time zones as well. So we're all like, distance apart for sure. And I thought it would be cool, to go over a bunch of these different states and like learning fun facts about each state. And I mean, I know some people may be thinking like what a waste of time, but it's like, I think it's fun to learn about the country that we live in and learn about some fun facts that you may have never known, even about your own state or your surrounding states that you live near. So I thought this would be fun. And we're gonna only gonna do 47 states that we're gonna play guess like what state that fun fact matches up with, because we're actually going to go ahead and give away three of the states, giving out a fun fact about each state that we live in. So I guess I'll actually go ahead and go first and give my fun fact about Alabama that I didn't even know about. So with Alabama, Alabama is the first state to recognize Christmas as an official holiday. I thought that was
Oh,
pretty interesting because I think Christmas was not an official holiday in the US until 1870. But in 1836, we're like, Jesus, Jesus was born. So I guess for some years before then, 34 years before then, Alabama recognized Christmas as a holiday. So I thought that was a fun fact.
Wow,
that's
that's really cool,
cool.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Justin, do you have a fun fact about North Carolina?
So I was just kind of doing some research trying to find anything. I'm a big Tar Heels fan. So, go Heels. They're not doing too good this year, but I found that the first public university in America was actually the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. It was opened in, I believe, 1793, and it was the first college to have a graduating class in the 1800s.
Wow.
So I kind of tied all that in, and I thought that was really cool. So that's the fact that I'm sticking with.
I think that's awesome. Wow, that's such an old school. And I actually been out there one time a few years
Yeah.
back. Me and my one of my brothers, we went out there for North Carolina basketball game, and I love the student section there. Everybody's so
Oh
like
yeah.
everyone's jumping up and down, and that the stadium is pretty steep too. We sat at the very
Hmm.
top, so like by the time we got up there, we were like, oh my gosh, like this is like a workout. But beautiful campus for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rodney, have you ever been to North Carolina?
North Carolina, yes, and also North and South Carolina in Raleigh.
Oh
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I went there. I love the it's like the it's like the art, the painting on the walls in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love it. When
Yeah.
we're because one of my friends are is living there, and she toured us around during our summertime, I think 2 years ago, and she toured us like all the way in the town of Raleigh,
Hmm.
and I'm so amazed with the art in the buildings, like in the walls. It's like
Hmm.
it's a boring building because they put you put a lot of art in there, and I love it.
Yeah. I'm
And I
about
am
two
an art
hours west
teacher.
of. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I appreciate a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raleigh's a really nice area. I've been to Raleigh as well because me and my brother, during that same trip that we went to the North Carolina game, we went to see our team, the Nashville Predators, play against the Carolina Hurricanes. I think that's what they're called, the Canes or
Yeah. The
Hurricanes.
Canes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and we won, but so it was a fun little being the away team and being like the minority there. And we're like, there's like 8 people. We're like, yeah, we won. They were all like, go home. So we're like, all right, with pleasure. So yeah, I love North Carolina. But
Uh,
but Rodney, do you have a fun fact about New Mexico?
yes, and I'm so not really prepared because actually it's funny because when you talk about like about the state where I am in, and actually I bought some charts that to be posted in my classroom, but I didn't post it. So I think that's one of the reasons why I bought this one. So welcome to New Mexico. It's a
Like,
chart in the classroom, and I bought it. And then the fun fact, one of the fun facts of here in New Mexico, uh, who among you here like always buying stuff in Amazon?
oh yeah, me.
Oh, me
All the
too.
time.
You know what? The founder of the Amazon.com, Jeff Bezos, lived here in New Mexico, specifically in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh
Yeah,
Mm.
wow.
he was born in Albuquerque, like January 12, 1964. So he's the founder of Amazon. So I think he's rich now. I think he's 54 years old, or I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken that, but he's living here in New Mexico. So that's why when I started to, and he's here.
Jeff Bezos has entered the chat.
Yes. Hello, Jeff. Yeah, it's just it's funny to know, you know. I was also shocked when I was plotting this chart, like, oh, the founder of Amazon.com is from here. So yeah, that's
That's
cool.
really cool. I actually got a
Yeah.
package like an hour ago from Amazon. So
Jeff, Mr. Jeff, maybe you can give us some discount or promo.
Yes. Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm just so, but that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize he was from New Mexico. I know one other fun fact. I remember you telling me in like the first time that we did a podcast, you said there was like ice caves in New Mexico, isn't it?
Yes, we have a ice cave here, most especially here in my town, but I it's not really it's not in my chart, but yeah, there's a ice cave here, and aside from we are like having chilies here in New Mexico, chilies,
Chili's.
and known for Albuquerque, you know, balloon
Woohoo!
fiesta. Woo!
My
Aside from that,
Yeah, I was making sure I didn't see if my photo was back there. I don't have a picture of the balloons, even though I have something back here from New Mexico.
yeah, it's so beautiful. Like Yeah, it's beautiful here, and we have White Sands National
Oh,
Park.
there it is
There's a
right
lot of
here. The white sands pictures right there.
woohoo!
Woohoo!
Ta-da! I saw also a picture of that.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm not prepared, guys. I'm so sorry.
you're good. I think you came
Oh,
more prepared than me.
oh, me too, because I
I
just had
I
one fact.
I just brought everything. Yeah, when I left school after school today, it's like, oh, this is New Mexico. I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and also I think right up here is Biltmore, but it's kind of hard to see. So that's North Carolina too. So I got a
Uh,
little bit of North Carolina and New Mexico in my wall, travel
that's
wall.
cool. Nice.
So so now that we've kind of given an introduction about our three states, now we're going to play this game about it's going to be called About Whose State. So I'm going to give a fun fact about a state and I'm going to see if y'all can guess which state I am talking about. And I'll give a
Okay.
few hints before y'all answer just so it won't be super hard unless you know it before I even give a hint. So
Okay.
so I guess let me see. I don't want to do them all in alphabetical order, so that would be a little too easy. Okay, I think I might have one in mind. Okay, so I know how I talked about with my fun fact. Christmas was like observed first in Alabama. So here's a fun fact. The first Mother's Day was held in this state. So let me see if I can give y'all a hint with this state. It's two words and it's on the East Coast. Do
East Coast.
any do any two there's a bunch of two named
Hmm.
states that are in the East Coast. Do any come to mind?
North or South Dakota? I don't know if that's good.
You're on the right track as far as the two names,
Two,
but
yeah.
New Jersey?
think farther south, a little farther south, but
Oh,
not
East Coast, huh?
yeah, so East Coast, I'll give you some surrounding states. Like Virginia.
Okay,
Okay.
I know where you're at.
Where are you thinking I'm at?
West Virginia?
Yeah, West
Yeah.
Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so West
Cool.
Virginia celebrated Mother's Day first. They love
That's
their
cool.
moms more than we do, I guess. Okay, so here's the next one. Okay, so the wedding capital of the world is in this state. Where do you think people get married the most? Like, where do some people fly out to the state just to get married?
Nevada?
There you go.
That,
That was
that,
per Yeah, everybody flies to Vegas to get married. So that
Yeah.
was that was a pretty easy one. I like good job. Y'all got that
I
one
think I've
pretty
heard like
easy.
the drive-through chapel or something like that. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
in Las Vegas. That's the first thing I thought of. So
Yeah,
Yeah. Some of my friends were get married there. So it's like, maybe that's Nevada. Yeah.
yeah, people want to get married by Elvis Presley marrying them and that interesting. That's an interesting way to get married. Okay, so the next one that I have is this state is home of the fortune cookie. It's in the West Coast, very West Coast, like at the end of the West Coast. Any state comes to mind?
California?
Correct. You got it.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that they were
Cookies, huh?
home. Yeah, the fortune cookie where you like open a
Hmm.
little cookie and there's a little note inside.
Oh yeah, maybe there's a lot of Panda Express in there. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah, the Pandas Express. That's some good
Yeah.
food.
Oh, cool. Fortune cookie. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's see. The next one that I'm gonna read off is okay, this one might be a little bit more hard. Okay, so the first indoor movie theater was created in this state. So let me think of a hint. Okay, it's in the South. Um, this state is known for like food, jazz.
Louisiana.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, so I wouldn't have known that they were the first state to have like an indoor movie theater.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm,
fun
that's
fact about
cool.
Louisiana.
Hmm. Nice.
Let's see.
We're also
Okay.
learning here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of learning for sure. So
Uh,
this is a fun fact. I thought that was pretty cool. So, okay, so in this state, the tiniest town called Manawi is the state with only, it's a city with only one person living in this town. The
huh.
population in the city is one. It's
What?
Wow.
in it's
Maine?
in this state. Let me try to think of how to describe the state. It's a state that not many people go to. It's let me think. I think it's in the Midwest.
Midwest.
Um, hmm,
Nebraska? Oh,
yes, yes, there you go.
Nebraska?
Oh,
Oh.
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, Nebraska, the corn huskers. I think that's what they're called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a town called like Manawi. It's only got one
Oh,
person living in that town.
huh.
So
I don't
interesting.
know. Is there any Walmart there?
I know that's what I wonder. Like, well,
That or a Dollar
Yeah.
General.
yeah, a Dollar
Yeah.
General. Yeah, they got.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is funny. Like only one house is there, and it's like, all right, then the next town. So
Yeah, maybe next time. Hmm.
yeah, so that's
Cool.
interesting.
Hmm.
All right, so since Rodney talked about Jeff Bezos being from New Mexico, I have a fun fact about three celebrities that are from this specific state. All right, so Ella Fitzgerald, Missy Elliott, and Patsy Cline are all from the same state. Do you have an idea what state that could be? It's
Tennessee?
you're
No.
close. It's in the east. It's kind of in that East Coast range. It's close to Tennessee.
Mississippi?
Mm,
No.
not
That's
yet.
far. That's far.
I'm trying to
Hmm,
think.
In
let me think. I'm trying to think where it's it's near Justin. The state is near where Justin lives.
Is it a bordering state?
Yes.
Virginia?
Yes, it's Virginia.
Virginia. Mm,
Yeah, so all of those three artists, they are from Virginia. So fun
cool.
fact.
That's where I'm
Uh,
going next weekend. Or this technically this upcoming weekend. So
Oh, nice. So are you going up to like the mountain area up
yeah.
there?
It's like Mackenzie has family that lives. They live like 5 minutes from the state line. So we're not far into Virginia, but we're 5 minutes into Virginia. So
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds like a good
that's
time at
cool.
least.
yeah.
All right, so here's the next fun fact. This state is the only state with two official languages.
Hmm.
It's English, and I can't say what the other one is because it gives away the name of the state.
Okay.
But
Is it Florida?
no, but it is tropical. It's a tropical
Okay.
area.
Hmm.
Hawaii.
Yes, Hawaii.
There you go.
So yeah, they have two official languages in Hawaii. It's English and Hawaiian.
Hawaiian. Okay.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. When I read
Yeah, that
that,
is.
it's like oh, like it's most states, of course, English is like the main
Mhm,
language that people primarily speak. So when I saw that, I was
mhm.
like, oh, okay, I'm throwing that
I
in
didn't even
there.
think about I didn't even think about Hawaii.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Hawaii would be nice to go to one day, but
Hmm.
it's pretty far. So let's see, what do I have next? Okay, so I know I talked about event about like something about being like the first. Oh yeah, the indoor movie theaters, what I was talking about earlier. So here's another fun fact. In this state, the trampoline was invented in this state. Um,
Huh.
let me see if I can think of. This is another state that I feel like not that many people go to. Um, let's see, it's in the Midwest also. It's I know I feel like I don't know if either of y'all know this, but like they have a team in the state. There's like a children's hospital right next to the stadium. They wave at these kids during like the game. Like I forget like it's called like the wave, but I forget like the
I've
name. But I
I,
forget the name of like their team. I think they're called their mascot is the Hawkeyes.
I want to say it's I want to say the wave is University of Iowa.
Yes, it
Is
is.
that? Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's Iowa.
Iowa.
So yeah, that's
I
where the
saw that on
trampoline.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, I love that. I would love to go to like one of their games just to go like experience that and just seeing like the kids in the hospital and I bet they get excited seeing people waving at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of those states that I visited in the Midwest, and I can remember those states.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I saw in the I saw that one, the wave thing in the one of the, I think in the advertisement advertisement in the television. I forgot where. Yeah, I
Hmm.
saw. Yeah,
And yeah, that's neat.
promoting it in there. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. They have they, it's like pretty well known, like for just something that they do there within their college.
Cool.
So, okay, here's another fun fact. This one depends on if like how well you know your history, I guess. So, Martin Luther King Jr. was born in this state.
Tennessee.
You're close.
I
It's in the
no, no,
South.
no. Um, I went there.
You've
Wait,
probably been to this southern state before. I know Justin has.
Yeah.
can yeah, can oh no, I don't know.
Georgia.
Kentucky, George.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, that's where it's at. He was born in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
So,
I visited where he was assassinated, in the on the hotel in Tennessee.
oh yeah,
That's what
oh,
I'm
Memphis.
thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In Memphis, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I've
Yeah.
been to Memphis a few times, and every time I'm in Memphis, it is like crazy to think that like yeah, Martin Luther King and Elvis Presley died in Memphis. Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I guess I could see where the confusion is because I probably would have done the same thing because I automatically
Yeah.
think Tennessee also just
Yeah. Because we visited that after we ate like barbecue just near to the barbecue station. I forgot the name of the barbecue store in there. So delicious. And then after we ate, like, hey, there's it's where Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and we went there after we ate. And it's fun to see the history.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to yeah definitely learn history and just kind of see where things take place. And also, I did hear that Memphis has some really good barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try it out next time I go. I've been to Memphis a couple of times, but never tried their barbecue. So, okay, here's another fun fact. All right, this state has 800 caves. Okay, let me think of how to give a hint. This is a state that I feel like nobody really goes to, and not many people travel to the state. It's in the Midwest. Um, it's near Oklahoma, I think, and Missouri. Um, they,
Mississippi.
yeah,
Just near.
it is near. It is near. Um, let's see, Wizard of Oz.
Hmm.
It has to be
Just in
Kansas
your
then.
Kansas.
Yes, Kansas. So yeah, they have 800 caves there. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of
That's
caves.
cool.
I would never think they would have caves there, but that's really
Me either.
cool.
I thought they just had
Yeah.
flatlands.
Uh-huh. Hmm, that's cool.
So let's see. Okay, here's a fun fact I didn't know. So in this state, there is an annual zombie walk that happens every year in this state. Um, Let me think of a hint. East Coast, 2 words. I'm trying to think of another good. When I think about this state, I think of a TV show that happens in this state. Let me think how to explain this because I would never think that this state would have a zombie walk going on. But
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, like I
I
says,
think
2 words.
I'm thinking of New Mexico in Roswell.
You would think
There's
it'd be
aliens
there.
and
You would think that for real because yeah, that aliens they love
yeah.
that UFOs and all that out there. But you are partly right. Is new blank.
Oh,
Jersey.
New
New
Jersey.
Jersey. I would have never guessed that they had
Yeah,
a
that's kind of
zombie.
weird. That's
Hmm.
Hmm, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I was thinking of like Jersey Shore, but I was thinking, crap, that's going to give away the give away the answer. So let's see. What do I have next? Okay, so this state they won the 1976 Olympics bid, but then they gave it back. Like they were supposed to have the Olympics where they were at back in 1976, but they declined it and gave it to somebody else. Do you know what state did this? It's closer in the west, it's closer to where Rodney lives.
Texas?
You're close. It's in the west, but
Still in the West.
it's not it may not be bordering New Mexico, but it's
Utah.
close. You're very close. Think of mountains and Rockies and
I have. Oh, well,
um
the Rocky. So that would be Colorado.
yes.
Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky Mount. That's what I mean. That's the first thing I thought of when you said Rocky. So
Yeah, so I think in Denver they were like I think they won the bid for the Olympics, but like the people of Denver didn't want the Olympics. So they said, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. And so I thought that was interesting. All right. So here's the next fun fact. This state is the only state that does not observe daylight savings. Hmm.
Montana?
Yeah, they might as well.
Oh,
Not
daylight.
the,
Oh,
it's near Rodney. This is another state that's like it's
oh,
it's bordering with New Mexico.
oh,
It's think of the
bordering New Mexico.
desert, hot.
Texas.
Mm, the
Or Arizona.
Yes, Arizona. Yes, yeah, Arizona. They don't do daylight savings. So I thought that was
I
pretty
didn't know
interesting.
that.
Mm,
Every other state does. I think
yeah.
Alabama is trying not to do it no more, but I don't know why. It's like we might as well just keep on with it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the next fun fact, um, is a baseball fun fact. So I wanted to throw that out there. So the first professional baseball team was created in this state. Um, I can't say the name of the team because it would give away the answer. But let me think. I feel like recent times this state has been on the news. There was some kind of chemical explosion or something that happened with a train in the state.
Hmm.
So it has
Ohio.
Yeah, I was supposed to say it has four
Ohio.
letters. So
The Cincinnati
Ohio.
Reds.
Yeah, the Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, they're the first team to be created as
Mm.
far as professional baseball. Okay, so let's see, what do I have next? Okay. All right, so this state is called the Mitten State, and they're also called the Wolverine State. Does a state come to mind? It's in it's farther up north, not northeast, but farther up north. It's close to Canada. It's touching with Canada. You can probably cross into Canada from the state.
Wyoming?
Mm,
Oh no, there's more
close.
close. Forgot. I forgot. It's in the
Uh,
middle. I took it.
let's
um,
see.
I'm gonna go with you said Wolverines.
hmm
So I'm gonna go college basketball and say Michigan.
You are correct. So, yeah. So I found out that they were called the Mitten State. So I kind of knew that one already, but I didn't know that they were called the Wolverine State too, which I guess makes sense because of their college team. But the Mitten State, I think they're called that because of like if you do like your hand like this, I think it's like the shape of it basically. And I found that out because I was once dating a girl from Michigan. So so that's kind of how I
I would
knew
have
about
never
that.
guessed that.
Yeah. So I thought I would throw that little fun fact in. So this next fun fact might be somewhat easier if you think of like once I name it, you may think of like geographically like where this would be positioned. So this next fun fact is suntan lotion was invented in this state. So think of tropical, hot, beach. Mm,
Uh,
let me think.
Florida.
Yeah,
is it?
Florida. Yeah.
Oh, wow, there you
Oh.
go.
I was about to say Miami, but I was like, wait, that's gonna give it
Yeah,
away.
that's what I'm thinking too. Miami is not a state.
Yeah,
Oh my
which
god, I'm
you
thinking
actually went to
Florida.
Miami, didn't you? Or y'all both have been to
Yeah,
Miami before.
yeah, and
Mhm. I have family
Orlando.
that lives there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never been before, but I've heard that it's kind of like overhyped, but I heard it's at least good to go at least once in your life.
It's
Mm.
crowded.
Mm, yeah, so
Oh, I have a good experience in Miami because
oh,
they're good people.
Hmm.
Like one of the like I don't know if she's the owner of the coffee shop like that. And I was just joking and having making them smile and laugh. And then she gave me a free, what do you call that? The is it macaroon.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. She gave me that. I was like, I love you. You made my Florida like Miami fun and unforgettable because of
Yeah,
that macaroon.
I've still never tried a macaroon before, but everybody
Mm-mm.
says it's worth trying.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, maybe
And
one
it's
day I'll
free.
try it. Yeah,
And it was free.
yeah, and it was free, even
If
better.
it's free, it's for me.
I like that. All right, so the next fun fact is that in this state there are 65 lighthouses.
Hmm.
Um, think north, like at the very top, northeast.
Montana, Wyoming. I don't know.
Let's see.
Northeast.
Let's see if I can give a better hint. Um,
Alaska.
mm,
No. It's not in
let's
Alaska.
let me think. I was trying to think of
Lighthouse.
another state. Yeah, I know.
Oh, Northeast
Yeah, northeast.
and the East Coast.
hmm
Oh, it's like Maine.
Yep, Maine. That's where it is.
Maine. Yeah. The very
Yeah.
The very
last
top.
and yeah, very top and the very end, the end
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, so they got a lot of lighthouses there. I don't even know if Alabama has any at all. So yeah, so that's a fun fact that I thought was pretty cool.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
so the next fun fact that I have is this state grows the most apples in the US.
Hmm.
It's in the West Coast
Okay.
and it's near Canada. And
Washington?
yeah, Washington, that's where it's at. I would have never guessed with them apples because I feel like here, like in Alabama, we have like a lot of like Michigan apples. So I assumed Michigan had the most apples, but nope, it's Washington.
That's really weird. I've never
Washington.
known that. I
Yeah.
would never think that.
Because we have apples in the school a lot.
Yeah.
hmm
And
Yeah.
like we have apple farms around here, so I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
that's right.
Yeah, so it's like who knows? Maybe the apples that we eat, a lot of them may come from Washington. So that's awesome. So the next fun fact is is that Bob Dylan was born in this state. Um Let me think of some hints. Um I hate to bring this up as an example, but this is where like the whole like George Floyd stuff happened. You know what state that was in?
Mhm.
Go, Justin.
Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah, it was in Minnesota. So yeah. So Bob Dylan was born in Minnesota. So I didn't know that. Which I must be like super young because I can't even like picture really who I've heard of the name Bob Dylan, but like some reason I can't picture like what he would look like or anything like that. So all right, so let's see. The next fun fact is well this is a pretty scary one. I just started thinking about this one. But the first successful parachute jump happened in this state. I started thinking about that because I was thinking, oh yeah, I guess some people had to be the guinea pigs to be the parachute jumper and it didn't work out and then it's like, oh, you're
Oh,
dead, I guess, unfortunately. So yeah, but the first successful one happened in this state. So let me think of how to describe this state. Well, if I say it right away, y'all may know, but it has an arch in this state.
Oh, Missouri.
Yep, Missouri.
Missouri.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they completed the first parachute jump
That's cool.
successfully.
after hopefully no
Successful.
failed attempts.
Yeah, yeah. After that, no failed attempts. That's the goal. Whew, that would be awful.
Hmm.
Trying to test that out. First
Hmm.
person testing it out. Ooh, that'd be scared.
Yeah.
All right. So the next fun fact that I have, um, is that there are more cows in this state than people.
Oh, I feel like I've heard this one somewhere.
So it's a state where not many people go to. It's got mountains, and Rodney guessed his state earlier. And trying to think, it touches with Canada.
Montana.
Yes, Montana. So
Uh,
yeah, so more cows than people up there.
huh. That's cool. And it's cold there too, the whole year.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
hear
went
that it's
there.
cold. I definitely like later this year I'm actually gonna go to Montana, so I guess I'll see for myself.
Take a
Yeah.
picture with some cows.
Yeah, get a picture with some cows. That would be funny. And be like, excuse me, can I go out there right quick in your yard? I need to. So, so yeah, Montana. I thought that was a pretty funny fact when I read that. It's like more cows than people. What? So let's see. The next fun fact. Um, let's see. This state has the largest railway station in the world. Think of a big city that's in this country.
New
There's any,
York.
yeah, yep, you're right. So because of New
Yeah.
York City, like of course that's
Yeah.
like That's like the hub.
Subway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
subways. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, New York has the largest railway station in the world. When I saw in the world, I was
Mhm.
thinking, okay,
Yeah.
now, all right, world.
Isn't that Central? Is that Central Station?
Yeah, I think it is.
Like,
Yeah, Grand
is it?
Central Station.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, had y'all both been to New York City before, by the way?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
really
visited
nice.
there. And we tried the subway too.
Hmm. It was so
Mm-hmm.
confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so confusing.
yeah,
It's
it's
like
easy to
I don't
get
know.
lost.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we just when we went there, like we wanted to experience everything in there in New York just by walking because it's hard to park as well.
Hmm.
True, true. I
Yeah.
rode with Ubers and Subways the whole time I was there.
Uh yeah. It's
So
I don't know. It's good.
yeah, it's a lot of walking too. Even when you ride that subway, there's so you still gotta get from place to place and constantly crossing traffic and all that. But it's worth it. It's a good time.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Next fun fact. All right, this state is bordered by six different states and it has one lake. Oh no, it's bordered by one lake. My apologies. So it's bordered by six states and one lake. That's a lot of states that is surrounded.
Yeah. Kentucky.
You're close.
Close.
It's like
Uh,
you're in the right kind of range. It's in the northeast. So it's like,
Northeast.
Like,
hmm, let's see.
is it the Great Lakes? Is
I
that what
don't
it's called?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's relating to this one. But I know what you're
Okay.
talking about. But
Like,
let's see, this state, let me try to think, has a lot of history in the state. Um, think of the Super Bowl. One of the teams played from this, like they're from this state. Also, the Liberty Bell is in the state. I feel like there's a lot of like Amish people that live in this state. Let me
okay.
think.
Okay. Well, if it's the Liberty Bell,
Massa oh,
is it Philadelphia?
Yeah, this in that state. The United, it's you're
Oh
in
my
the
God,
right area.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Oh,
So
okay.
Philadelphia is not a state. That's the city.
I've done that before too.
I
It's
do it
like
all the time. It's
I'll be like
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia. They're like okay, like they think you're in the state of Philadelphia. So it's like oops. But but yeah, that's
Oh, Pennsylvania.
yeah, so it's bordered by six different states. I'm trying to think what six states. I guess Ohio, maybe Virginia. No, not Virginia,
West Virginia. Is it?
because Maryland is in the way. So
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Yeah, that's interesting to think six states. It's like
I
okay.
just put Liberty Bell and then the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah,
That's just where I went. So,
yeah. So there you go. They got it got you to the answer. So, all right. So the next fun fact. So Nike was started in this state. Um, let's see. It's on the west. It's trying to think of trying to think of a good. Yeah, it's like on the west coast, like to where it has the Pacific Ocean is touching this state.
Oregon?
Yeah, it's Oregon. So
Oregon.
yeah, so Nike was started there, and I think they have the
Yeah.
last blockbuster there too, from what I heard.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that was still open anywhere.
Yeah, it's a good old blockbuster.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon's a beautiful state. I've been there once. Let's see. All right, so next fun fact. America's most haunted forest is in this state. Um, let me think of some examples. There's I may say this one word. Y'all may know the answer. Like witchcraft. There's been a lot of accusations of witchcraft that was in the state.
Mm.
Like
Hmm.
like Hocus Pocus was like was filmed in the state, and some big historical things have happened in the state as well, as far as a certain tea party and a certain massacre happened in the state too,
Mm.
and it's in the Northeast.
Northeast,
So that would be Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yep,
also
it's
thinking about that.
Massachusetts.
The
Yeah, it has the
Boston Tea
most.
Party and the Boston Massacre. Right.
Yeah.
Is that? I
Yeah, that's what it is. And they have the most haunted forest also. So, okay.
won't be visiting there.
And yeah,
Nope.
think I'll be staying away from that forest.
Yeah, I visited Boston,
Oh, was it
Massachusetts.
nice there?
Yeah, it's so nice. It's like United Kingdom. It's like UK ambience.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
wow.
I would love that
Yeah,
then.
it's so good. It's so clean. And we had a TikTok there too in one of the plazas.
The TikTok, yeah. TikToks are so fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I can already picture it if it's given like European, like the UK vibes. I would probably love to go there
Yeah,
one day.
European. You know the bricks? They do have that in each establishment.
Oh, nice. I love those
Yeah.
historical kind of places.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. All right, so next fun fact. The first public library was started in this state. Um the state that not many people go to is in the very top northeastern area near Maine. It's got two
Vermont.
words,
Oh, two words.
and it's close to Vermont.
Uh,
Is it border New Vermont?
Hmm.
So it would be New Hampshire,
It
New
is New
Hampshire.
I think.
Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they have the first public library. I couldn't find much interesting stuff about them, so I was like, here you go. I found something.
Hmm.
Okay, so the next fun fact is that ESPN started in this state.
ESPN.
Oh
Oh,
heck. Um,
It's in the Northeast also. It's near Massachusetts and New York,
I don't know.
and Rhode Island is near there too. Um, Let me try to think what else is there in this state. Mm, Harvard University may be there. Yeah, I
Har
think.
Harvard is in Massachusetts.
Just kidding. It's not there.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a smart college that's in this state. Maybe Stanford.
Mm, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at this.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. This one's gonna be a hard one.
Does it
Uh,
does it what letter does it start with?
it starts with a C.
Connecticut?
Yeah, it's Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Would have never guessed.
Not me saying Harvard was in Connecticut.
Because I went to Harvard in Massachusetts too. That's why I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that's where it
Yeah.
is. I'm so embarrassed.
That's
I said
yeah.
Harvard's in.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I wouldn't know where it was either because
I knew it was
Yeah.
somewhere up there. I was close, but not close enough. All right, so let's see. The next fun fact is that this state got its name from King Charles the First of England. It's two words. It's a state that I'm sure all three of us have been to before. Uh, Justin lives near this state.
Hmm.
Is
Is it
bordering where Justin lives.
South Carolina?
It is South Carolina.
It was named. Wow, I didn't know that.
Mm,
Yeah, so that was interesting when I saw King Charles the First, but the only thing I could think of was Charleston. Like, I wonder, was that named
Yeah,
after?
I don't know. I would
Hmm.
never guess that.
Yeah, so thought that was cool. So,
King Charles.
okay, so the next fun fact is that this state produces more honey than any other state. And I would have never guessed this state is a state that was definitely did not would have never guessed. So it's two words. Um, it's farther up, and not many people go to this state. It's it's near oh, it's near South Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yes. Yep. It's North Dakota. Yep, it's North Dakota. So, yeah, they produce more honey than any other state.
Mm,
Who
Wow.
knew?
yeah,
So I thought that
North
was pretty
Dakota. That's cool.
interesting.
Hmm.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, I've never been to North Dakota, but maybe one day I'll go. I know they have a Division II football team that's pretty good, so maybe it'd be worth a trip to go to Fargo. So the next state that I have for a fun fact is this state is the starting point for Route 66.
That would be California. Is it
Well,
not? Whoa, hold
think
on.
of it
No.
the think of the starting point.
Oh, the starting point. Oh gosh.
I forgot.
I
I
know
don't know.
California is the ending point, so
It's the ending
you're
point, but I guess I thought that was the starting point. Oh,
um let's see,
In the
Midwest.
East or Midwest?
Um there's a big bean that's in this town.
Oh,
Um
Chicago, Illinois,
Yep,
Chicago.
Illinois. That's where it's
wow.
at.
I would have
That's
never
where it
guessed that.
starts.
Uh, yeah,
So,
Chicago. Forgot.
yep, fun fact. It starts in Illinois and it goes all the way to California.
Where it
California.
ends.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I've been on Route 66 a few times when I was in New Mexico and when I was in Oklahoma and also in California. So I've been to three
Mm,
different times on Route 66.
that's cool.
Yes. Have y'all ever been on Route 66 before?
Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty, I guess, cool. I guess just saying you're on like the longest route to get to get to wherever you need to get to. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I just thought about because my friend from Prague that I met in Abu Dhabi or Dubai that I worked. So he wanted to go here just to visit the Route 66. And he
Oh
was
wow.
asking me how many days to finish the Route 66, travel. It's like 14 days or I don't know for a month. It was like,
Wow.
oh,
Yeah, it's a
like
journey.
yeah, it's like you can see it in the map like a small states, but when you travel it's very huge. Like New Mexico is like this is bigger than the it's like the land measurement of my
Mhm.
home country, Philippines. So New Mexico is bigger than Philippines.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It's like yeah, so it's like when you're here in the US, it has 50 states. It's consider it as 50 countries. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's so
Oh my
interesting.
gosh.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah, everything in the
Hmm.
West is like big. It takes a while to
Hmm.
get through the West part. Especially when you
Yeah.
start in Texas, it takes forever to get out of
Yeah.
Texas.
Uh-huh. Texas is so big.
Yes, it really is. All right, so I have 17 fun facts left. So I just wanted to let the viewers know, in case if they're still listening, that we are steamrolling through these, and yeah, we got 17 left. Okay, so the next fun fact is that Dr. Pepper comes from this state. Ugh,
Oh.
Dr. Pepper's nasty to me.
Dr. Pepper is so good.
I don't
So,
drink like soft drinks, that's why. But I tasted them. It's like a root beer taste. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So, um, so as a big state, I actually just said it about 10 seconds ago. I just realized the name of the state. It's in the south. Well, and it's near where Rodney lives.
Texas.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Texas.
I
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper comes from Texas.
had no idea.
Mm.
All right.
Texas.
So, next fun fact is that there are only two escalators in this state.
Wow.
It's, yeah, I know, only two. That's crazy. Um, think of Yellowstone.
Oh, Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming only has two
Wyoming.
escalators.
Huh.
I'm not sure
That's
where.
interesting.
Yellowstone, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what all is in Wyoming for it to have
Yeah.
only two escalators. So that was
Yeah.
interesting.
Wait,
Not even their
Wyoming.
malls. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Cool.
So, all right, next fun fact. Babe Ruth was born in this state. It's um near Washington, D.C. Uh, is bordering with Pennsylvania. So it's like in the East Coast. Hmm, trying to think of another.
Baltimore, not Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, yep, it's
Maryland.
Maryland. So, yep, Babe Ruth is from Maryland.
Hmm.
All right, so next fun fact is this state is the first state to join the union to what is now called the USA. You know what the first state was to join the USA? It's in the north. It's in the northeast. It's probably around. I think it is around Maryland and Pennsylvania. It's a smaller state, not the smallest state, but it's a smaller state. Um, and if I say what it started with, y'all would know automatically, I think. So I'll go ahead and say it. It starts with a D.
Delaware.
Delaware.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right at
So,
the same time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first
Uh,
state to ever to join to become the United States of America. So,
that's a hometown of our president, recent president.
oh yeah, yeah, Joe
Yeah,
Biden.
Joe Biden. Yeah,
Yeah, he's in Delaware. Yeah, I forget about that
Delaware.
sometimes.
I had no idea. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All I know is that the last state isn't the last state Hawaii?
Hmm.
Was that the? I think it is.
Yeah, I think Hawaii was the last state. It's either Alaska or Hawaii, but I think it's Hawaii. I think it was like in the 50s.
Yeah.
That's what I told my parents was like when they were born, like there were still just 49 states. I said that's just so crazy that it was 49 states when they were living up until they were like really young. Then I think became Hawaii became a state. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. So next fun fact is that speaking of presidents, no president was born in this state. So let me think of something to give you like as far as a hint. Think of like Mormons. Um like
Utah.
yeah, Utah.
Utah.
Utah. So yeah, so no presidents were born in Utah, any US
Hmm.
president at least. So
Hmm. Okay. That's
yeah,
cool.
Utah is
That's
very
really
Nice
cool.
to
beautiful.
learn to know that. Yeah.
All right, so next fun fact. The Jackson Five found their beginnings in this state. So, um,
Jackson 5.
yeah, so it started in this state. I'm trying to think. I think it might be Midwest. It's near Kentucky. Um, and I think it might be near Illinois, maybe Ohio. Um, I'm, tr-
Ohio, Illinois. Indiana?
Yeah, it's
Is it
Indiana.
Indiana? Okay.
Indiana.
Yeah, so
I was
that's
trying to think of
where,
that little area right there.
yeah, so Michael Jackson and his
Yeah.
brothers got their start there.
Uh-huh. Mm, interesting.
All right, so the next fun fact is that this state has the longest state name, but it's also the smallest state. Hmm, let's see, two words.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I was thinking something else.
Um, yeah, very small state is in the Northeast, and
So
trying to
that
think,
would that be Rhode Island?
it is Rhode
Rhode,
I'm just
Island.
thinking a really,
Rhode
really small
Island.
state.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Rhode
Yeah,
Island.
so has the longest name. Surprisingly, it says, but it has the shortest state, the smallest state, longest name.
I was thinking Mississippi. I was like spelling out Mississippi on my head.
Yeah, that's a pretty good guess because that is a
Yeah.
pretty long one.
Mm,
All right, so I have 10 states left that we got to uncover. Okay, so the next fun fact that I have is that you can only remarry the same person three times in this state. Um,
mm.
think of fried chicken. Think of
Kentucky.
yes, yeah, Kentucky. That's where you can only remarry somebody three times.
Oh
So
my.
you don't want to divorce your wife more than three times and then remarry her.
No KFC for you.
Yeah, no KFC for you. No Kentucky Derby for you
That's
either.
funny. Oh my
So,
gosh.
so yeah, that was funny. I'm pretty impressed that y'all knew that right away when I was like fried chicken. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is a interesting one. So this state has no poison ivy or no poison oak. Um, it's far up north. It's basically in Canada.
Mm.
um, probably the Northern Lights probably happens there a good bit. Mm, Santa
uh
Claus probably lives there.
oh,
uh,
Alaska.
yeah, it's
Alaska.
Alaska. So yeah, they have no poison ivy or no poison oak.
I
So
almost
Mm.
oh man.
so yeah, that was so I guess if you want to avoid poison ivy or poison oak, go to Alaska.
I think that'd be so
Definitely,
cool to go there.
yeah, I would love to go to Alaska one day. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year's my plan, hopefully.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That would be
Because
pretty awesome.
yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah,
In God's
fingers
will.
crossed. Yeah. All right, so next fun fact. Um, cotton candy was created in this state. Um, think of the South. Um, think of Martin Luther King. Um, let's see. The South, Martin Luther King. Music City is in the state.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. So, yep, you could thank Tennessee for their cotton candy.
Mm.
It's
Aside
so
from
good.
music.
Yeah, and music.
Yeah.
All right, so next fun fact. This state banned margarine, which is so weird. It's so random. But let's see. I'm trying to think where this is. It's near Illinois. Um, the fans of this one city in the state wears a cheese on their head.
Mm.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Lincoln.
The
So
cheeseheads.
yeah, so they banned margarine.
Mm.
Then what are y'all thinking? All right, so the next fun fact is that this state has a natural dialect. So like I guess maybe you can't tell like when I talk, probably people can tell I'm from Alabama, but I guess with people from this state, it's such like a neutral kind of dialect that it's like maybe the standard American accent that people may think of. So think of like potatoes. Think of like a blue football field.
Well, if we're thinking potatoes, I'm thinking Idaho.
Yes, it is Idaho. They have, I guess,
Idaho.
a natural dialect, to
Mm,
where
mm,
I guess they don't have an accent whenever they talk. I guess, now that I think about it, I don't, they probably are probably the most normal accent as far as like an American accent.
mm.
All right, we got five left here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all the last five states that we have to make it easier. Okay, so we have Arkansas still. We still have Mississippi. We still have Oklahoma. We got South Dakota and Vermont. So so you can try to think about those five states, and I'll still give hints. So this next fun fact: the official animal of this state is the coyote. Do you think it's Arkansas, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Dakota, or Vermont? Coyote is the official
Coyote.
animal.
I'm gonna say Vermont.
It's
Uh,
not Vermont.
It's not Vermont. Hmm.
Mississippi.
Not
It's not.
Mississippi.
I'm sure it's
Wait,
near
wait,
here
is
in
it?
the east.
It's either Arkansas,
East, so?
Oklahoma, or South Dakota.
I'm gonna say South Dakota.
You're correct. It's South
Oh, South
Dakota.
Dakota.
So I wouldn't have known that just because when I went to South Dakota, I don't know if I really saw that many coyotes.
Yeah,
So, so okay, whatever you say.
Don't they have a
yeah.
but is the University of South Dakota is their mascot the Coyotes?
Possibly.
I think it might be, but I wouldn't think that. But
Mm,
I'm surprised in everything that we're doing. So
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely learning a lot from this.
yeah,
yeah.
All right. So we're down to four fun facts. Okay, so the first human heart transplant happened in this state. So is it Arkansas, Mississippi, Oklahoma, or Vermont?
Oklahoma.
It's in the South, but it's not Oklahoma.
Oh, South. Mississippi.
It is Mississippi. We got it. It's
Yeah.
Mississippi. So I would have never guessed that the first human heart transplant happened there.
mm-mm.
Heart. Mm,
So
cool.
interesting. Okay, so um, well, actually, let me change it up. I was about to say the answer. Okay, so fun fact: there is a world championship duck calling contest in the state. Is it Arkansas, Oklahoma, or Vermont?
Duck calling.
Yeah, there's a world
Duck,
championship duck calling contest.
Oklahoma.
It's not Oklahoma.
Arkansas.
It is Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I was so surprised when I saw that. It's like duck calling contest. What? It's like how do you like you? I don't even know. Like how do you duck call?
Yeah, and I'm also thinking, are there any swamps in there? Because I went there in I forgot the other place near the Little Rock.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah. So I stay there for every summer because my friend is living there. So I
Okay.
don't see any swamps there.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Like I was gonna think like Louisiana because they have swamps, but so I was like
Yeah.
Arkansas. You doing a duck calling contest? What on earth?
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, so the next fun fact is that this state has the largest Native American population in the US. So we're down to just Oklahoma and Vermont. So it's one of those two.
Vermont.
It's actually
Is that
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
So yeah, the largest Native American populations in Oklahoma.
I didn't
And
know that.
then I guess since the last one is Vermont, I guess I'll go ahead and read off this fun fact. So Vermont is considered the safest state in the US. Probably
Mm,
because not many
safest.
people live
Cool.
there.
Yeah.
So, so maybe one day I'll go to Vermont. Haven't been there yet.
Nope.
Yeah, me too. In Vermont and Maine, that's the only thing, two states that I never been in the northeast.
hmm Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice to see. The scenery there looks really nice.
Mhm. I bet.
Yeah, so anyways, that was the game. I thought that was a really fun game, like getting to learn about these different states and like
Hmm.
just finding
Mhm.
out like where the first whatever happened and like who was
Mhm.
born from this
Yeah,
state.
that's right.
So I thought it was fun. So thank y'all for playing.
Well, thank you. It
Yeah,
was
no
fun learning
problem.
a lot.
Yeah, I learned a lot too.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
visiting it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a learning
It
experience for sure.
yeah, it's like beyond the not motto. It's like the name of a state. For example, here in New Mexico, like it is also called as the land of enchantment and full of chilies and something like that. But we have a lot of fun facts about the city more that we could learn. And I
hmm
learned a lot. I learned
I
a
did
lot.
too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that we got to play this game. I thought it was really fun, and I hope that the viewers, I hope that y'all enjoyed this as well, and that y'all were playing along with us too, and guessing where some of these states, what state matched with which fun fact. I thought, it'd be a little fun. I know most of my podcast episodes can be serious, so I thought let's just, make some fun out of this episode this time, and let's have a good time
Yeah.
with this. So. Yes, I definitely appreciate both of y'all for being here. And I also want to thank Rodney. You had you had a show and tell with your chilies and with your postcards. So I definitely appreciate you bringing all that too.
Yeah. I'm not prepared, guys. I'm so sorry.
No, you're
Oh
good.
my God.
The only thing I'm prepared for, I'll just have Alabama right here. That's the only thing
I
I'm
know.
prepared.
I put a Panther sweatshirt on and I have an Amazon box.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jeff
So
Bezos.
Jeff.
Yeah, so this was definitely a really good episode. And viewers, I hope that y'all enjoyed this as well. And I thank you for your support, whether you are watching this from YouTube or if you are listening to this on any of the podcast streaming platforms. I definitely appreciate your support there as well. So, anyways, everybody. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night, depending on when you're listening or watching this. And I will see y'all on the next episode of Not Your Average Joe. Talk to y'all later. Thank you, everybody that took the time to listen to this episode of Not Your Average Joel. My podcast is available not only on YouTube, but also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast from. I also have an Instagram page where you can see outstanding moments, behind the scenes, and even a funny moment or two from each episode at Not Your Average Joel Podcast. If you want to get in contact with me, then my Instagram page is probably the best way to do so through direct messaging. I appreciate any kind of support that you have given to this channel, whether you are a guest or a listener to this podcast. Once again, I thank y'all so much, and I look forward to sharing more of my life with y'all on the next episode of Not Your Average Joel. Goodbye.